Now a tree is basically one value, which I've talked about earlier, but there's going to be value shifts within there, very slight, and also there's going to be temperature shifts. It's going to shift from cooler at the top and it's going to be warmer at the bottom. Now the reason for this is that all these other trees and everything are reflecting warm light back into here, and up here the sky is reflecting into this because it's further from these lighter reflections. So this shadow here will be bluish, and this will be a little bit warmer. So I'm going to mix this up. There's a little purple in it down here, possibly a little bit of transparent earth red. And over here I'll just shift the values very lightly and warm them up just a bit, maybe put a little transparent yellow into it, a little bit of zinc white, and that ought to do it. That's going to look really beautiful, that purple right up against that yellow too. So as I get up a little higher, I want to shift that to cool, so I'm going to start blending a little bit of greenish blue into that. As the color gets in there, it might warm up a little bit because there's going to be some reflected lights coming in. So, get a little bit in there. Basically, the temperature's more or less roughed in correctly. One thing about it is this spot up here probably has gone too dark because the sky reflection is going to be a little bit more subdued. It'll get darker as it gets down towards the ground, darker and warmer. So we want to add a little bit more the sky color back into here. Now we're getting quite a bit of texture, so we need to get rid of some of that. And this is a little painful, but necessary. And I can use this to put back some color into here. Especially in my darks, I need that really flat. So well, I have this tree basically blocked in here, and as you can see, it's got some purples here and then the lighter blues up here. So the basic concept is I'm trying to shift my temperatures, and John Ruskin said that any patch of paint that has a shift of hue or value in it is more beautiful, and I tend to agree with that. Now I'm getting ready to do the road, and roads can be a little tricky because you have a shadow over it and it looks very, very dark. Now I'm going to probably go ahead and paint it dark, and then we'll adjust it later. In fact, everything here looks a little raw, and everything here will be adjusted. So that's what's so great about this technique, is that you can really have a lot of time to think about things, adjust things, and get things right. that's the first half of the underpainting, and I'm fairly pleased with it. There's some trouble spots here. These are too high chroma, a little too dark, and then this has gotten a little too flat. It looks a little like a billowing sheet or something. So there's definitely problems here, but I've gone through and flattened most of the paint out. So, and I can scrape it when I come in next session. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry, and then we'll do part 2.